I just want to be able to give people that same feeling the feeling that I felt when I heard Overjoyed by Stevie Wonder for the first time, or just any other, Greatest Love of All with Whitney Houston sang it, and how I felt like it touched me and it spoke specifically to me at that time. Just to be able to write something so wonderful and just something that's so tapped in to God that it can just relate to someone else and help them in their journey as much as other music helped me. It's like, I think that's the most rewarding thing, whether it comes with money or not. I think that within itself is the biggest reward. Starting out, it was pretty hard. No one, and I think it's kind of like that across the board, whether it's singing or anything. It's just when you're kind of new to a particular industry, people had their reservations, like, oh, what's up with this cat, what's up with this girl, and that type of thing. And I kind of felt people had their reservations about me, and I really kind of had to prove myself. And instead of getting booked for a lot of the events and different things I kind of had to back up and survey the scene. And that's where my business degree kind of kicked in, because I was able to start setting up shows for myself and and doing shows and building them without having to actually ask someone. And I can go to a venue and establish a relationship with them, myself, and they would trust me because of the energy. And they were like, okay, you may not have a lot of connections or a big following, but you have a lot of heart and you have a good plan, and you're smart, and people would really love my business acumen. And they was like, I'll trust you and I'll believe in you. So a lot of people from that point started, just rallying behind me and helping me. It's definitely something that I didn't do on my own. I had a lot of friends that I made along the way that would just say, I just want to see you succeed because you work so hard. And so they would help. So I just, started doing shows, and that's kind of what led into the whole founding of Neo Soulville.
The thing that impressed me most about Tanya wasn't necessarily her singing, even though it was incredible. It was her hustle, because Tanya started this thing called neosoulville.com, where not only was she promoting her talent, she was looking to promote the talents of others and kind of spur that community into growth. And so I've seen her in that spoken word, I've seen her in that singing and doing concerts, but Tanya is also a great promoter, and she's a great advocate.
Tanya actually helped us book our first gig and first paid gig, and they kind of launched a lot of stuff for us from that point on.
I say you become such a part of me, like without you just wouldn't be sweet. In fact, I go crazy. So don't you ever leave, or you become more than ever me. Because of you, why is everything? It's a mystery what you do to me, but I love the way you make me feel. Because if I do,
Sweet sunshine on my mind, got it. She gonna drive like a 9 to 5. Sugar, sugar, what you do with me? Send me a little melody, girl. On my heart to make you do what it do, 'cause I really like it when you do what it do. You got me out when I'm with you. I can't help but sing the shot, but you make me say, do. You make me say,
I think my earliest musical memory was growing up in the church, and at the age of 4 singing a song. And the biggest thing about that is just they couldn't get the mic stand down. I was really short when I was a kid. I didn't grow till I hit puberty. But they had to stand me on a chair so I could actually, you know, get to the mic and everything like that. But it was a song called "Sign Me Up" for the Christian Jubilee. I think that's the name. Sign me up for the Christian Jubilee. And I sang that song at 4 years old and had no idea probably what I was singing about. I just know my mom told me to sing it, and that's what I did. And because I have a couple other different memories, you know, doing national anthem and random things at sporting events. But that's the earliest, most fondest memory that I have as far as like when I first started singing. You know, like normal babies would be crying or something like that, and I would mimic noises. So if the choir was singing a particular note, that would be the note that I would yell out, but I would kind of be screaming and, you know, of course, you know, throwing people off as well, but I was on key.
We gon' ride, live our lives. Say yeah, 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 yeah. We gon' ride, live our lives. Say yeah, 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 yeah. See, rolling down the highway, rocking to the beat, yeah. Just thinking about you. See clearly, this is where I wanna be, doing what I'm gonna do, yeah. Just one look at you, and I can stay here forever, 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 forever. Just one look at you.
I was a new teacher. I met Tanya, and she just made my life wonderful because I didn't know how to get him to behave or be good. And Miss Tanya led the class. All West, all State, you name it. This child, you're no longer a child, are you? She could do it all. Dance, sing. She's just a wonderful, wonderful kid. But you're not a kid anymore. You're all grown up and beautiful. Thank you.
Hey, Jalen. And you can see it's my baby brother, but he's like way taller than me. And he plays football. What are y'all doing up there? Why y'all sitting?
We got a game, so been waiting for her career to take off. You know, been praying for her. You know, hoping she will make it. And you know, baby's here, finally it's here. I pray for you and my brother every day. And just hoping y'all make it.
There's no love, the weight that I bear is so much. Lord, all I need is one touch, the hem of your garment. I sit here alone and confused, feeling there's nothing to lose. And no one has time for these tears in my eyes, they simply just walk on by. Is there a soul who cares? Please, is there someone out there? If you can hear me, answer my prayers.
Her mother, Diane, she loved church. She was in the choir, and she would never be late. She'd always be early. She'd come out early and do some work around the church and everything, and then she would gather them all up and make them get in the choir and sing, and they would, sometimes it's kind of hard to make everybody get in church to sing. Some of them don't want to, and some of them do. So she would say, oh yeah, so if you don't sing, you're not going anywhere, and that would inspire them to get up there and sing, But I think, the main thing I love to bring the child up in church, teaching about God, put God first.
My grandmother inspired me just to work hard. Like she said, just to never take anything for free or for granted in that essence, and just always work hard. And that's something that always stuck with me. Even like the song Better Days that I wrote, is some of the things that I learned about, you know, my grandma, you know, that we learned from my grandma, my great grandma, and my aunt, and just them constantly telling me, you know, just to keep going, things will be hard, and you know, and it's just it's hard for that particular day, but it's just that day, you know, and it's you're kind of in control of how the situation is going to turn out, and it's all about your attitude. And you know, she taught me this, the essence of knowing, you know, really knowing myself and being true to myself, and you know, and always having that and keeping that connection with God, and keeping God with me everywhere, you know, everywhere I go, and that's the thing that kind of translates into my writing.
I knew that I did something right when I hear her singing, and when she come to church.
Memphis is kind of pretty awesome in the fact that it's not really fair game, but again, if you're dedicated and you're focused and you're smart about how you do things, you can get a lot of stuff done in Memphis. And I definitely see Memphis being a mecca, a music mecca.
It's funny, I've been to the Stax Museum several times since it's open. I've never been to Graceland though, which I think is funny. Am I racist? No. No, but I think it's an amazing moment. I think people are really seizing on this opportunity to kind of deepen Memphis's legacy in music specifically. I feel as though people are understanding the impact, and I'm speaking globally now, the impact that Memphis sound has had on music all across the world, and it's coming back, and people are seeing that.
Memphis is never going to be the giant of technology. We're the sort of the area of coolness, of understanding rhythms of people, whether it's in the church or whether it's in the dance halls or the cafeteria. We've got different moves that we make. Part of that is part of our language, part of our culture, and the more people like the people at the Center for Southern Folklore and things that Tanya and I have worked on together can bring people to the table, the more we learn about each other. And if we can be a strong community, we can celebrate, not that we ain't got that big factory here, but we've got a way that people can talk to each other. We've got music that travels around the world.
Memphis will always be my muse. And for me, I think it's very important to see that this is a city that has struggled in so many ways. I often tell people that 1968, when King was shot, was a moment where a gaping wound was placed in the middle of the community living in Memphis, and it's a wound that we have not been able to heal because we have decided to stay on two separate sides of that wound. And I think for me, most of my work is about looking at our history and looking at how much we have overcome. And I know this may sound cliche, but I just feel like you can't move forward unless you know where you've been.
It's a hard nut here because Memphis, in the 60s was known as this racially diverse city. Racially, it was a city that was difficult to talk about how great it was. Isaac Hayes had to walk the streets to get people quiet after Dr. King was killed. We had a lot to deal with back then. But through music, and through the celebration of our culture and our foods and our lifestyles, we've celebrated. Now people come here from all over the world.
Memphis has almost like a musical calling card that people just, and I think it's part of that legacy from Stax, obviously Elvis and W.C. Handy, Al Green, all of Justin Timberlake, all of the big names that have come out of here, Isaac Hayes, Ann Peebles, a lot of big names that have come out of Memphis that kind of give us that calling card, if you will. I mean, the Barcades still live here, still making music, still, they got a new one out now. So, it's like, it hasn't stopped. It hasn't stopped. So you have people all around the world that, respect Memphis as the home of the blues, the birthplace of rock and roll. It's like, it's just a music bed.
This is a city of survivors. It's a city of dreamers. It's a city of people who take because they have to. It can be a rough city. It is a tough city. But it's a city that has a future. Ooh! Soul music is love. Soul music is heart. Soul music is an orgasm. Soul music is my grandmama cooking greens on a Sunday morning. Soul music is Isaac Hayes lullaby on a Saturday night. Soul music is me.
From like 2006 to like 2010, I completely was just every other week, maybe every week, I was just like, I don't want to sing anymore. It was just a lot of hardship. I was just thinking it can't be this hard. Like something that I love to do, that I feel like I was put here to do, cannot be this hard. And also too much hurt, and again, I guess going through the divorce as well, that was a hard thing to me, because I kind of, while building a marriage, I was building my career. So a lot of the things that, that I loved about singing were also linked to, this relationship. And so that within itself was depressing. And I just didn't feel like, because it was memory, memories were attached to different things. And I was like, oh, I remember when I did this, and I would have like crying moments. I was pretty, kind of emotionally unstable. And, I'm starting to get back a little bit. But, it's like going through a lot. It takes a while to recover, and that was one of the things, is just knowing that it wasn't going to be something that's like where I just bounce back and love it again. It's like just like any other relationship, I had to get to love music again. And I try to plan out my day and think about the different things that I have to do based on the day. Of course, all in listening to music. Sometimes I write, sometimes I just disturb my neighbors, but for the most part, I get dressed and I set out walking to catch the trolley to work. In between cars right now, kind of going through a divorce and everything like that. And so the car wasn't in my name, so that was one of the things that disappeared after the divorce was dissolved.
I wouldn't mind if you had been a little more kind to me, had spoken more honestly.
So after I was able to strip away all the, the crazy incidences that happened behind my pursuing music, I was able to actually love music again and realize that those bad things that I went through didn't have anything to do with music or my talent. That was, I learned how to figure out that was just other people in different situations. And so after I was able to do that, I fell back in love again. But
you said that things would get better. You said I never should have just let you walk back in my life again. I really tried to be the best man that I could be. Nothing mattered but you and me. Yeah, yeah. But you never tried. Oh, did you think that I was too blind to see? Now, baby, it's time you've been moving on. Should've known better. I know. Then I never let you get next to my heart. After all you did before, you said that things would get better. You said just let you walk back in my life again. Yeah, yeah. I know.
I need the one to
Much love. When I first met Tanya, when I first moved back to Memphis from San Francisco, she was singing background with Rodney Ellis, King Ellis, and I did a gig with him. I was playing, and so that's how we sort of linked up. And from that, I started pursuing my own thing, and she started singing background with me, helping me out on my thing. And I used to play with her and her group. So it was just like a collaboration of, the whole music soul scene that was, starting up in Memphis, that was erupting. I think Tanya's asset has always been her ability to collaborate and connect, make connections. A couple of years ago, she was doing some shows in Paris, and she's always had the ability to make connections outside of, the small pond that is in Memphis. She had a special she was working on with VH1 that was featured a couple years ago, and I think her, aside from being wearing her artist hat and a hell of a songwriter, she has the uncanny ability to connect with people, and when she's performing, she just grabs you and pull you in.
Going from the death of my mom into like the destabilization of my marriage during the time, and I just really I wanted to write something that would actually inspire me. I was like, okay, if I'm gonna be singing songs, I need to sing something as a constant reminder. So Better Days is really kind of like a mantra within itself. It's just like I have to tell myself, things will get better. Things won't be, this day, like this for long. And in order for me to have a better time or a better day, I need to just make it that, as opposed to waiting on it to happen.
Take all the pain and the sorrow away. Disappoint, wrap it in love. Keep your focus and just keep on going to better things than ahead. Don't turn back, keep on running. Sun could shine anyway, and I'll be okay. Remember now, sun is shining, all I need is now. I feel the fire.
that a lot. My mom, when I first started singing, she really worked with me and, and taught me songs. She spent time and, she was a young mother herself. She did what she could to help me out and just to know that she is proud of me and to know that, that she is looking at, just to know that she is watching over me. It makes me feel a whole lot better. I actually, a lot of times when I perform, it's a ring that I always wear on my finger, and I kind of consider that me bringing my mom on stage with me and kind of keeping her with me, because when I went at, I always put that ring on when I'm nervous, and it's kind of like my adult security blanket in a sense. I feel a lot better, and just knowing, sometimes when I do a lot of big things or things that I'm excited about, I'm hoping that no one's ever seen me actually do this, but I'll actually go in the corner, because that's kind of like my equivalent of calling my mom and being like, hey mom, guess what I just did? I just go in the corner and I talk to the ring in a sense, because that's the piece of her that I still have with me. And so I just hope that, I hope that she's proud of me in my singing and my development, in my craft, and just to know that, again, like I said, that she's proud, because I really worked hard, and that was one of the things I always wanted to do, was just impress my mom and just, again, make her proud of me, and I hope I've done that.
Tanya's moving on the Memphis Soul scene. Boom. Me personally, she's like the forerunner in this new Memphis Soul scene that's coming out. So it's awesome, because I like the direction she's putting it in, because she's bringing back, the horn section sounds, make sure the background vocalists are really tight and on point, and make sure everything is cohesive, and, bringing a sense of balance, because everybody wants to go off and do all this other stuff, and so many small nuances. She's bringing it back home, keeping it simple, make sure that you focus on the words, the message, and the music as well. And it's really a nice direction, and she's booming.
Show that I had at BB King's. That'll be my first time performing on Bill Street.
First time solo?
Yes.
Oh,
first time solo. So I'm kind of nervous. It's really exciting.
That's a good club.
It is awesome club with awesome
gig.
sound. So I'm just kind of like, just getting prepared for it and everything like that. Using a full band with a horn section and background singers and everything, and just like I said, it's just so crazy. It's one of those things I always dreamed about.
How they gonna get the gist of the song? They just hear this for the first time. They break it down and talk about it. And I had it, or whatever. And I know it's better. Work the song, engage, but you have to rehearse that so it can be comfortable, because we got a couple of days. So we need to, you know what I'm saying? So let's do the bridge again. Work out what you're gonna say. We can script it if you want. You know what I'm saying? We can script it. And you'll sing it first.
Baby, I am so, baby, I am so, hey.
shows. You know, it's like, and folks always be like, "You're cool, you can do it," and this, but I still always get nervous. So it's like I have a good support system. I feel confident, you know, getting up there on the stage.
We have BB Kings in 5 markets right now, and it's very hard to find players who can play this music that we play. We have people from around the world who come here for music, and so I know it's very important to us that we continue the legacy.
You that quick? It's 2 of them. Should be 2 of them. How much is it? How many is it? You gotta do, you know what I'm saying? Or boom, you know what I'm saying? Play it one time, 1, 2.
So y'all, this song, some of y'all may be familiar with this song. This song is called Find My Way. And it's the title track. The EP Finding My Way. And it kind of goes back into the theme of Better Day. About finding your way. And being your own, I guess, heavenly compass. So where you can just find your way through life. So sick of it. So many times. Finally made up my mind to free myself and try to move on. I'm a master navigator. Won't I see you later? I was lost without you, but I can't find my way. Goodbye, please believe it. I don't know where to begin. You take me there and back again. Oh, loving you so easy when you're more than my lover. You are my best friend. Ooh, searching till I reach the sign. Baby, you're the key to finding out forever.
See, Mama, I only went on bill to hear the music. The drinking just helps me appreciate it. My mother always said that you can hear the best concerts on the planet on Sunday mornings here in Memphis. Musicians that can replay any sound heard after hearing it one time. True naturals, singing, hitting notes that with vocal precision that can be heard outside of this planet. Grandmother even still hums the soul music that her mother sang to her as a small child. Memphis is enriched with soul. I am a Memphian, and I am soul.
I've kind of come to a place in my life, you know, it's just as far as being able to accept where you are at the moment, and I appreciate, you know, where I am with the music and different things, and I realize that I'm actually only at the beginning, and I can see that in the near future as far as, you know, going, you know, international and different things like that. But I guess the stardom, which will, I guess, eventually come with that, I'm not really seeking it. Like I said, it's really all about the music and being able to, you know, touch someone and possibly help someone if at all possible. And I think that's the biggest thing, and that's actually that's what keeps me, you know, humble as well.
Tanya was very good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the energy. I enjoyed her interaction to the audience, and it made you want to move.
Hey, I've come all the way from Australia. I'm here in Memphis at BB King's. I've seen Tanya Dyson, and she was great. Yeah, had a great voice and really enjoyed the show.
I thought she was great. It's just so good to see that they're actually bringing good soul music back to Memphis.
The show was awesome. I mean, she had a really great stage presence, and to me that's what's most important when you're an entertainer, so I really appreciated that.
I was born, I was raised in the bluff near the Delta, home of the blues, birth the rock, what they tell ya, I ain't gotta sell ya, look into the history, check the impact.